What's up, my name is Faded and this is the Titan, a version 2 of my previous base which you guys loved so much. That base was great, but after a lot of feedback from you, I decided to change some things up to make it way better. I left the core pretty much the same, a simple to expand 2x2 with the ability to add a bunker to it. So what's different? The new version includes an inner ring with peek downs giving you a bunch of angles to kill the raiders from. The peek downs are way better than before. Also, I've added these little secret respawn rooms on all 4 sides of the base, giving you so many respawn points and angles to defend the base from. I left the shooting floor pretty much the same simply because of how insane it is. Also, to add to that, there is way more respawn points, better living area layout. The base itself is way harder to raid. There is some sides, protected roof turrets, better compound, and a shooting floor which has so much stability. Okay, but how hard is it actually to raid this base? So going through the first layer, the inner ring opens up nicely. You can see that the base is completely sectioned off, giving the raiders nowhere to hide. Going through the second layer, our shooting floor is still completely intact, and the peek down just got some even better angles looking straight into our core. And if you have nades, you can easily kill the raiders without even peeking down, which is really sick. And after going through the final layer, the shooting floor has lost some parts but is still fully usable. Even after spending so many rockets, only the small part of the base is opened up, which shows how expensive it is to completely raid this base. Before we go to the base tour, I quickly wanted to say that these videos take a lot of time and effort to make, so if you enjoy them, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe. It really costs you nothing and means everything to me. Thanks. Starting off the tour, we have our disconnectable external TCs. There's 2 of them in total and they're really cheap to upkeep, and you can simply disconnect them like this. Moving into the gatehouse, I've added a bedroom here so that you could re-gear faster, and I've also designed these gatehouses to have 2 exits so that it would be harder to camp them. The compound is protected by 4 turrets, it's spacious, you can easily land a scrappy here, and I just really like it. Note that this base can be fully built using a single TC, which means it doesn't need any externals, but like always I recommend having at least 1 external TC just to not get griefed after getting raided. Next thing I added to this base is multiple entrances and jump ups so that you could have many ways to move around the base if getting online raided. We're going to start a build by placing this first square foundation at this exact height. As you can see, this little support twig has to be just touching the ground, and we need to place it at this height so that the oil refinery could fit under a half-height floor. And if you're going to use a bunker instead of the oil refinery, you can place these foundations at any height you want, as long as you can place a raised triangle at the back, which I'm going to show you in a couple of minutes. After slapping down the footprint, wall in these 3 foundations as shown in the video and upgrade everything to stone. Place TC in the left corner, and to fit more boxes we can build a simple shelf. Keep in mind that if you can't place this triangle floor here, sometimes you can get away with simply rotating the TC and it should let you place it. And now all that's left is just filling in the deployables. And this is how I usually place deployables in my bases. It is really cozy, there is plenty of box space for the starter and you can move around freely. Now I'm quickly going to show you how to build a bunker if you don't want to use the oil refinery, and all there is just placing this raised triangle foundation and sealing it in with half full so that it doesn't get soft-sided. Now build this chute, which is going to act as an airlock. And now to close the bunker, just simply place a roof on this twig foundation, and to open it, just break the foundation, and that's it. I'm going to use the oil refinery for this build instead of the bunker, so let's place it down. I recommend placing at least 1 shotgun trap here because it is really deadly, and if you're tempted to place, for example, mixing table here, I don't recommend it because people can simply jump on it and destroy the shotgun trap. So instead of that, I recommend slapping down a locker and some sleeping bags. Before we go honeycombing the base, I suggest you upgrade the roof to metal as soon as possible because that's the spot where you usually get top-down raided. And now to honeycomb the base, just place triangles all around and seal them in with walls. By now you should have a level 2, so let's replace all the metal doors to garage ones, and I'm going to upgrade the core to its final tier just to save some time. I really don't expect you to have this much high qual right away, so no rush and work your way up while progressing through the game. Now let's quickly build entrances on both sides like this. Now we're gonna build a second floor, so start by placing these metal floors like this and then just wall everything in as shown in the video. The layout of the second floor is really effective yet really simple to build, so just follow my steps and you'll be good to go. I suggest placing double doors at your entrances like this just to avoid getting deeped on, and everywhere else you can just spam garage doors. Also, don't forget your shotgun traps, they're gonna save you, trust me. And this is how I usually place my deployables. Now at this stage I highly suggest you build at least one external TC, because if you get raided now they won't be able to grief you and you could restart so much easier. And building the external TC is really simple, so just follow my steps carefully. Right here, make sure to place 2 half walls and not a full wall, because otherwise the external TC is not going to be disconnectable. And always make sure to lock your TC. Now just simply connect the external TC with the gatehouse and place this floor frame at the front, and that's it. And no, you do not need to connect everything to the base, it has to be disconnected like this. Let's start this phase off by upgrading most of the base to metal. Next step is to wall in our 3rd floor. It's pretty similar to 2nd floor, but there's gonna be more bedrooms and stuff like that, so just follow my steps. When building the jump ups, make sure that the loot rooms or bedrooms walls are hard side facing towards you. Where I'm placing these wall frames right now, we're gonna have our bedrooms, and make sure to use double doors on them and not garage doors. In this floor I decided to fit 2 bedrooms and 2 loot rooms, but it really depends on you. You can use 3 loot rooms and a single bedroom, or vice versa, it really depends on you. This is really important, do not place a floor above your jump up, because this is going to lead to your roof a bit later, so just place this half height floor and add a double door and that's it. Don't forget your shotgun traps, and I'm actually gonna upgrade these floors to HQM, it's gonna make harder top down raiding you. Now we're gonna be building the outer ring for the base. It's pretty simple to build, so follow my steps and watch carefully where everything is placed. The most important thing is actually just placing foundations and doorways where they're supposed to be, and that's it. Note that these square foundations are actually gonna decay because they're not connected to anything, so to stop that we need to connect them with walls and doorways like this. Quick reminder, if you're gonna be using a default stone skin, you won't be able to place embrasures on the windows because you simply won't see anything, so you will still get pretty nice peaks, but not as good as with the brutal skin. Make sure to leave these floors upgraded to stone only, because if your roofs would get destroyed in the raid, you would need to soft side these floors to replace the roof, so if you upgrade these floors to metal, good luck soft siding them. On a couple of sides you won't be able to connect these floors to anything, so you'll need to go inside and build these temporary twig floors just so you would have something to connect the peak down floors to. be able to place the SAM sites, you'll need to place these twig roofs right here. Also, I decided to cover up these SAM sites with walls so they only will target the MLRS rockets and not minicopters. So I decided to do that because otherwise, if you want them to target minicopters, they have to be completely without any cover, and yeah, somebody could break them easily from the outside. So if you want them to target minis, don't cover them up with walls. Now we're gonna be building our compound, and quickly we need to finish building the second external TC, and it is completely the same steps as before. So just quickly slap down the second external TC. We're gonna build 2 turret pods and then just build the compound, and that's it. In the last Titan version, if raiders destroyed your TC, the externals took over, but what I didn't know back then was if they got up onto your turret pods where windmills are like shown here, they could actually replace their TC because the basically the external TC zone didn't reach this and they could replace their TC. So to fix that, we're gonna place a wall frame and a roof on top, and that's just gonna extend the external TC reach and it's gonna fix this problem basically. And this is basically it with the bass build. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this bass and I hope you'll make something special out of this. But thank you once again for watching. Till the next time, peace.